Hello?
The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. And the Boilermakers will put total leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Wisconsin's offense will take the field first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hacks to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Not down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run from the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Really good looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time, Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, who was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. He really helps out the running game because he's not in a rush. He just takes his time and carves his way through the defense.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after him. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here. Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air, it's Warren. Oh, they're after him. Catch in the middle, it's Miranda. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
With the catch, it's Upshaw.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll try the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
How about that? You just dial up the bubble screen, and this guy scores a touchdown for you. Nice job blocking down the field, getting a hat-on hat, giving the receiver a place to run with the football to show off his speed. You can't execute the bubble screen any better than that.
Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game.
Makes a grab on the shot. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's best. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense now?
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Badgers will punt this one away.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Back to throw, it's Warren. He's got the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
This time they'll go to the running game. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
To the air on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Warren. That's caught. It's Miranda. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just Get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the...
Got room on the return. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground with the 41.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I think this offense is going to start to get a little frustrated. Back-to-back drives, they've had some success, but they find a way to shoot themselves in the foot. And right here, they don't protect their guy. And now, third and long situation, you know the pass rushers are coming. They know it's a pass. Got to be smart here with this play call.
The quick out. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Upshaw. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Back to throw, it's Warren. Punts it out of the air. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. Looking left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Unloads it left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Gets it out quickly. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete on the right side. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
Back to pass, it's Warren. It's complete. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Badgers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. Third and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Fires to the tight end. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Turning it on. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Getting to the end zone. Nice run.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Lobs it off the back foot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes his shot. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the Boilermakers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Badgers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over.
Breaks into the open. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Little touch pass to the receiver. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Fires to the big fella. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
At the 35, he's open. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Purdue! They build this lead here in the fourth, and man, has this been a long time coming as this brutal losing streak is close to ending.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bunch formation for these receivers. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Gets it out fast. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. On the move at the 30. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, Obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Might as well give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Badger! Quick strike through the air for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Army. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football.
There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Sets up the screen. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. On the move. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Right on the money. Excellent coverage by this defense. They were locked on them like glue, and that's not even close to a touchdown, and the defense makes the stand. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got him downfield. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, it's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation, the offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it. Nice job coming away with that turnover.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Warren. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more. Do you have the team's ears still? So there's a lot that goes into decision-making, but it was definitely a disappointing season.
Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's best. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun. Wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it. A late touchdown. Probably went aggressive, but still a sliver. Albeit very slight.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
Dives into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt in it.
Turning on the Jets. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
Dropping back, it's Warren. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
25.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's dropped, and that's how we'll wrap up this one as the game is over. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coach.